Morning guys, it's Adam Woods. So I want to talk a little bit about binging today because I've been bad not recently, but in past with binging. I look a bit tired as well today, I just feel a bit crap. But it's chest gym day. It's like National Chest Day, innit? It's normally on a Monday, but I'm a bit backwards and round. But yeah, so we binge a lot and it's hard to realise why we do it. And you've got to ask yourself, what is it? What's going wrong? So it could be eating, it could be drinking. There's many different things, but I did it for a few reasons. But morning, buddy. It took me ages to get round to why we're doing it, why I did it. So for me, we're drinking mainly. I used to binge eat at weekends, but I used to drink a lot as well. And I think I'd do it because I was trying to cope with something, and that was my coping mechanism to get me away from what I was feeling at minute, which is quite sad really, isn't it? But that's what I did. So, I mean, I never not admit it, and I like to talk about stuff, most of the stuff I talk about on here is because I've done it myself, or it's something that's affected me. So yeah, it was like my coping mechanism to deal with whatever I weren't happy with. I saw a bigger payoff binge eating and drinking a lot than I did to not doing it and doing something else. It were quick, it were easy, and I'd just forget a lot of stuff. Or I'd probably be a bit of an idiot when I had a drink as well, but yeah. But I saw a bigger payoff to doing it than not doing it. So that's what you've got to get. If you're struggling with binge eating and you're struggling with drinking a hell of a lot most nights and then getting wasted every weekend, it's probably because you're not happy with something. It's an hard truth to accept, but I accepted it. I knew that I weren't happy with something, so I had to change something. And before I could change, once I did change something, then I could not do it every weekend. It made a difference. Right, Paul, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, it just means we're not happy. You've got to get into your head that you want to change, but you're going to need right amount of leverage to do it. A lot of people don't want to change the diet, don't want to start exercising, want to lose weight, but just want to take a tablet and just do it, which is not going to happen. So you've got to realise, you've got to try and push yourself and create this leverage that makes you want to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be sat in the same boat in 3 months, 6 months, a year down the line, really unhappy with yourself. And it's just not good, is it? We are in charge and we can change what we want to change, but you've got to do it. So when you're ready, send me a DM and I'll tell you how to do it. So yeah, we need to create focus. We need to create goals. We need to create some hobbies or something, or listen to some music. Get his heads away from his normal daily life, where we can just switch off and do what we want to do. Morning, Catherine. If you're watching, say hello. If you're watching later, hashtag replay. But yeah, so like I said, I binged for years. I binged eat. I drank most nights, and then I got leathered at weekends, and it's just deep down it because I weren't happy. But I tell you what, I weren't happy with. I weren't happy with myself. That's my main reason. There were a few others, but morning, Leah. I weren't happy with myself, so that was my escape. It was my escape to just get drunk, eat a load of food. That's what I did. It made me feel better. Not for very long, but it made me feel better for maybe that night, and then next morning I'd get up, I'd feel even worse. And then I'd do it again to make myself feel better. And I just got in this spiral, hence why I put loads of weight on. But yeah, it's like I used to smoke. I mean, I still smoke meat, you see, but I used to smoke cigarettes. Now, I find it really hard because it's a habit. Every time I want to stop it, the first thing that were on my mind all the time trying to stop was smoking. So I'd think about it all the time. So my focus was on cigarettes. Do you get where I'm going with this? So because I wanted to stop smoking, I thought that, oh yeah, I need to stop smoking. And I was repeating I was repeating it in my head all the time, which then made me think about smoking all the time. So you've got to change your focus on something else. I don't like just stopping habits. We need to replace them with something else. We need to change his focus from stopping smoking to as hobbies. to exercise, to his diet, or to create new goals, or whatever it is, whatever we can do, we need to try and change the habit to something else. So instead of just going, boom, I've stopped smoking, because I find that really hard. I would find that really hard, but you've got to be focused on something else. Paul Warden knew, because he's stopped smoking recently. He stopped smoking his e-cig. So yeah, change your focus, replace the habit. Do it by walking, do it by exercise. It might be like places, like I said, when I used to drink a lot, or certain people, if I'd see a certain person, I'd sort of associate it with drink. So I'd have a drink. So to take yourself out of that situation, you don't see that person as much. Or you don't go to the pub because that's what you associate with drink. Or Friday night, I changed it. I actually go and do Morrison shopping at Friday night, because then I don't have a drink. And it's worked wonders for me. It's changed my life. I ate an Easter egg last night, felt guilty, so today's a new day. Don't worry about it, Leah. End of the day, things happen. Things happen. We forgive ourselves, we move on, we learn from it. That's the thing, we should learn from it. What made us eat that Easter egg? What were it? You were either, you'd not stuck to your diet that day, you'd not planned your food very well, so you were under or over on something. But take yourself out of that situation. If them Easter eggs are sat on kitchen side and you walk past them 50 times a day, it's just there, innit? There'll be something you can do. Plan your day, write down your daily wins, what you've done that day, plan your diet well, exercise. There'll be something that have made you not want that egg, but it's happened, we can't change it, forget it, get over it, and just move on, because a lot of the time we kick ourselves when we're down, and we shouldn't do. We're way too harsh on ourselves. I don't like cheat meal, I've said that before, it's a calorie dense meal. I could have a meal that took me over my macros. Don't worry about it, I'll work harder all week. It's what it is. I might back some carbs off for a few days to compensate for it. It's what it is. We all do it. We've all been there. We've all got birthday parties coming up. We've all got pub meals coming up, or restaurants, or whatever. So whatever it is you like to do, we'll just account for it. But yeah, social media were another one for me with binging and drinking. If I scroll down Facebook on a Friday night or a Saturday night, like I said, Friday and Saturday night were main nights that I would have drank a lot. If I scroll down Facebook on a Friday and Saturday night, what do you think I see? Everybody's either at a pub, posting pictures of pints, posting pictures of freaking cocktails, or whatever they've made, concoctions in the kitchen or whatever, or garden parties or whatever. So it's just there, innit? Social media is another thing that makes me think about, just fancy a couple of beers. And then a couple turns into a lot, like. So yeah, it works for me if I sort of avoid them situations, but I'm taking myself away from that situation, which is in turn not going to bring it to the front of my focus. So if you can change your focus around from what state of mind you would have been in when you were binging to change it to doing something productive, it'll make a difference. Right guys, that is all I've got. If you need anything, send me a DM. And yeah, have an epic day, because it's beautiful outside, isn't it? Catch you soon.